How's it going, everybody? This is Greg, you okay, Poppy Wolf, and we're here talking about the newest episode of Boruto. Now that we're adapting the code arc, I am excited. It is episode 287. Let's get into it, man. I just want to say, first off, I'm happy. I am glad we have made it to the newest episodes of Boruto where we're adapting more manga content. Although this arc is not the longest in manga format, I'm pretty sure the anime is going to have tons of fun with it, but let's begin. So we begin this episode with Isshiki telling Code that it must be his legacy. He must go kill all the people who fucked him up, and while on that topic, he should also take Boruto and Kawaki, sacrifice one or both probably, and then use that fruit power and, take it for himself, eat it, and then go on to other worlds and conquer other worlds, so that way eventually he can himself become the Otsutsuki God. And wow, what a way to make this all look so beautiful. First off, I'm amazed. I love how this new animation style looks. We have a deeper shading. It just looks more fine-tuned. But as we continue through the episode, we hear from Kawaki who Boruto should be worried about, because of course we get told that that Code's claw marks are found outside the village, and what to expect from him. Kawaki then tells Boruto exactly who Code is. He's not necessarily a failure, but necessarily a victory, and implementing the karma seal onto somebody. He just only inherited the karma abilities, battle functions, and nothing more, and why we should be scared of him, his claw marks ability and what it can do. And we see a visual interpretation of exactly what he can do when we see Code walking to Boro's I guess like his ice cave or ice facility, and taking out his guards like nothing. And wow, to see how he just maneuvers with claw marks and see how easily it is for him to not just take down one opponent but two, like almost instantaneously, it was fantastic. But then we're treated to a fight scene between Code and this steroid guard who's pumping himself full of like these muscle like enhancers, and Code is just making quick work with him. He is just dancing around him. He's just hitting him. He's pushing him back. No matter how many steroids this guy's taking, he is not going to touch Code in the way he thinks he is. And while all that's being shown, we're getting explanations from Amato and exactly how dangerous Code is, and what will happen if his limiters are removed, and exactly what will happen if he's captured to make the limiters be removed. He will fold. Motto is a folder. He said, I'm not built like y'all ninjas. I'm not built like that. If he gets me, he breaks my finger, I'm telling him every fucking thing he wants. And then of course Shikamaru makes the quick remark. He goes, damn, using information to always make sure, like, to preserve your safety. How does it feel to be a parasite? He goes, hey man, being a parasite is how people without power have to live. And he kind of have to go like, damn, like Amato, he's kind of right. Like when it comes to just being a civilian and not having ninja training, or not being like having the fortitude to take pain, of course, like I expect him to fold. You don't expect this man to like die for this village. You don't expect him to do what he must to make sure that he ensures his own safety. We then get Naruto's reaction to hearing exactly who Code's going after, and why that's a huge big issue, and what he's gonna plan to do. I love that we have a huge shading on Naruto's face. It kind of like hints the grimness of the situation. And we finish off the episode with Kawaki and Boruto discussing what they're going to do about Code and what they should do. And Kawaki gives Boruto the idea, maybe you should just take your seal and plant it on him, then reborn through him, and then of course sacrificing him that way. And it is an idea, but Boruto believes, no, fuck that idea. Look, my dad can't hold it off anymore. We got to pick up the slack. So, if this guy's strong as you say he is, then we got to train. We got to get stronger, so that way when we meet Code, we can kick his ass. And I love how like Boruto says it. I think it's way better in the anime than it is the manga. I love how he's so confident in this ability. And then we just, when we're thinking the episode is over, we get the little final tidbits of it with this little after credit scene with Kawaki waking up Ada, and Ada just walking like her lavish self, her theme playing in the background. We'll get into the theme in a second. Her theme playing in the background, and just Bug's utter like flushedness of seeing her beauty, and just how she just walks off like a bad bitch, not even paying a fucking attention to Code, only to piss off Code, and Code trying to kill her, and she's just like, you think you're gonna try to kill me? And that ending the episode with Code not even being able to make an attack on her. God damn it, this episode. If I have to get a rating off rip, I'm just gonna say 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 episode. I think it's great. I think it does, not only does it adapt the manga in a good way, but it also like presents information in its own way that I find very reassuring and very much more fluid than it was presented to us in manga format. So yeah, anime right now. Ooh, let's way to start off an episode. So I want to talk about a little bit of things that I actually really enjoyed from this episode. One of them, of course, I kind of mentioned earlier, was how the animation looks cleaner. It looks more fine-tuned. I like how the shading and shadows we have for certain characters really just give the dire situation of like, yo, this isn't something we gotta be like, we should be like, you know, tossing and just going, oh, it is what it is. We need to be expected for this. I also love how how much the anime adapts from the manga and exactly what it takes as like its own liberties with, and how it presents said information. I think a lot of the anime and filler that is put in and a lot of the extensions of scenes are exactly why I love the anime and manga at the same time. I love that it kind of sets a base tone and the anime can kind of flourish and, you know, pretty some stuff up or add in some more information and make characters a little bit more interesting. That is one thing why this episode gets a 10 out of 10. I also really love how the pacing, although we're getting so much information off rip, it doesn't feel like we're going too fast. It actually feels at a reasonable space and a pace, and I'm really loving that. I'm loving how every scene just feels like we're getting a lot of information, but it's letting it digest with actions from the scenes or like seeing characters react to said things. It just feels very well paced. I love the art that we're getting for like some of the flashback scenes. I love how like it all seems like a fever dream. I love how it's looking. I love the brutality that we've been seeing with Code when he's fighting, and how fluid he looks when he's fighting. And I think I mentioned this. I didn't get to mention this, but I love how their hair, when they're in their pose and they're like statured posing, how the hair is doing all the movement, how fluid the hair is. There's also little scenes where we can see like little dust particles and little like bits of the sunlight just reflecting and shining on itself. I think it really paints the atmosphere, makes the whole episode look more beautiful, and it's just fucking fantastic on that end. One scene especially that I really want to like go in about the art is the test tube scene. Seeing how Code and Kawaki's test tube scene is just very much really not passed over in the manga, but very quick to see it stretched out and how it's painted in Kawaki's eyes, and seeing Code's events in his mind, how it's done for him. It's nightmare feeling to see. Like, it looks like a fever dream, and I love that scene. It just looks fantastic. It's one thing that makes me go, damn, you know what? This is why we like the anime adaptation. This is why we love when the anime covers manga content. The manga is good, but the anime just makes us appreciate it that much more. Now, I said it earlier when I was alluding to like when Ada's revealed to us at the end, but that theme, her background theme, her OST theme, god damn, is it fucking slapping. God damn, is it just make you go like, oh shit, who is this bitch? Like, for anime only watchers, you guys are just going like, what the fuck is going on? Like, who is this character? Is she like that bitch? Is she that strong? Is she like this? Like, yes, we get introduced to Code. We kind of already alluded that Code is probably the strongest member of Kara, on how confident he is to take down Boro, how confident he was to take down Delta, how confident he was to take down Deepa and the rest of the inners. But it's when Ada just comes through that you can tell. Like, her theme song lets you know, yes, Code is a monster, but Ada is a different beast, man. I'm telling y'all, and as a manga reader, I'm excited to talk about this. Hopefully we'll talk about the manga chapter eventually when we get spoilers. But yeah, this episode was fantastic. A lot of the stuff I loved, like the Kawaki and Boruto talking through and scene of events playing out, such as like the Shikamaru and Amato scenes playing out, and even the glimpses we get of Naruto. I love this episode. I think this episode is fantastic. This is exactly how you get people hyped for a new arc, especially a manga content arc. Like, guys, we're in for a treat. I'm excited. You're excited. That being said, I have been your sadistic spirit guide, okay, Poppy Wolf, saying peace out, peace and love, guys, and adios, and I will see you guys next Sunday for the next episode. Bye-bye.